chilling with Valerie Bertinelli, pretty much. And now I'm just bragging.
Chilling a little bit. Sorry.
I'm just just showing off here a little bit. I'm going to do it this way, Valerie, because we have followed your career and talk about start as a celebrity, continue as a celebrity, and evolve and change, and it's amazing. You're amazing. What I'm going to do is
I think I've just been around for so long.
Oh, right. It's all about the time, isn't it? If you spend enough time, you do a great job with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw at you a few things, and then just kind of give me your kind of gut reaction, your thoughts about various things throughout your career. So let's start with one day at a time.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, one of the best experiences and the best way to be welcomed into that. So I, as a child actress, to be able to work with those people, Norman Lear, Bonnie Franklin, Pat Harrington, people that are respectful and kind and I can learn a lot from. I had an incredible experience as a child and was incredibly safe with them. So I feel incredibly blessed that was my first real big work experience. This is
a kind of a neat thing because it'll transition well, Valerie. And if this gets emotional, I'm okay with that. But tell us, Van Halen. Wow, what an experience and what a family experience with that as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird because I feel like our lives have chapters or certain books, and that was one book, part of my life that feels so long ago that it's still. I mean, I know it's a part of my life. I got my most treasured gift throughout all of it is my son, but that's what I remember about all of it.
And we remember that as well, and of course Wolfgang and all of that. Tell me about this because I am a food fan. I'm a foodie. I love watching the food shows. I love watching you, and I love the different things you've done when you've done your own. I keep wanting to be, for one, invited over to your house for brunch or something like that. That'd be fun to do that. But on the other hand, the thing you do with kids and the baking shows there, that has just got to be a hoot for you to do that.
Oh, I can't tell you how amazingly fun that is and how much I learned from those kids. Like, I didn't even know what pat a choux was until I did that show. And I had like, what the heck is that? It's a baked dough? Oh, that's amazing. So, and then I get to try it and try to do those things. It's, what an experience. I'm sad that it's over.
Let's talk this though. You're amazing. That's a different and you probably felt that a little bit too. That when you got to that level, that's a whole different type of celebrity. When you're on television with those shows and you're doing those kinds of things, a whole different kind of fan kind of comes out, and you get to have a lot of fun with all of that. Let's talk about your new book because I think this is you are saying yes to yes and no to no, kind of, if you will. This is all about indulging. You've spent a career where, frankly, you've been kind of taking a peek at the scale every now and then. And after you turn a certain age, once you get to a certain age, you say, "No, I'm going to have some fun," right?
Yeah, and I think more importantly, I had to be intentional about all of it because
right.
I had used food for so long, calling it, it's either good or it's bad or I'm good or I'm bad, and it has nothing to do with that. Food is just there to nourish our bodies. I put emotions into it and made it something more than it was. And just so I could avoid, feeling my emotions and numb them and ignore them. And that's not how life works. Unless and until I decided to actually walk through my emotions, just keep walking no matter how challenging or difficult they may feel. And once you get to the other side, you realize you don't need to use food to numb or ignore because you felt the feelings. And the feelings are there. They're information for us to take in when we're willing to do it. And that's when my life started to change.
I'm guessing that we could easily think of this as mostly a dessert book, but far from it. It's got all kinds of foods, right? All kinds of indulgences.
Right, because I want you to look at the word indulge as something to pull pleasure from, because that's what indulge means. It doesn't mean it's a bad word. It's not cheating. It's not indulging. Indulging is finding the joy, indulging in the joy of life, indulging in food, indulging in your family, indulging in your animals, indulging anything that you enjoy, indulge in it. We only have so much time here on this earth. And I think we should spend our time indulging in the joys of it and not focusing on the negative parts.
Valerie Bertinelli, thank you for giving me a great suggestion for Mrs. Murr for Christmas or maybe a birthday coming up, because she collects cookbooks like some people collect various other things. We probably have like 4,000 cookbooks, and we just love reading about different things and trying new things in the kitchen. And this is a great, and you're such a great entertainer, and both as obviously an actress and the talent that you are, but you also have a great time entertaining other people. You like inviting people over and showing off what you can do and find out what they can do too.
Cooking with people and for them, and finding joy in that and sharing. And yes. And I think that's part of it. I mean, I also happen to love cooking just for myself and watching all my animals look at me, longingly for a little piece that I'll give them. But sharing that joy and feeding someone and watching them enjoy what you've made for them and made with love. There's nothing like that. If
you had to pick one thing, Valerie, in terms of food, and that's like trying to pick out your pets or your children or whatever, because there's so many great foods out there. But do you have one thing in particular or type of food that you gravitate back to?
I love all different kinds of food, depending on whether it's sweet or savory or whatever. And this book is filled with everything you could imagine. Fantastic. It's called Indulge, Delicious and Decadent Dishes to Enjoy and Share. And that's a key word of all this, by the way, too. You can enjoy them, but it's so much fun when you share, and you can share with others, and they can discover all of that. And I'm sure we can find this through Amazon and wherever we find books, right? Yes, and I believe there are signed copies at Books A Million and Barnes & Noble. Oh, nice. Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. So this is, I don't know about you, Valerie. This has been a pretty good day for me. I got to talk to one of my people I really like a lot and have watched over the years. By the way, your talent is absolutely amazing, and you've been told this before, you're adorable, and you keep being adorable, because that's what we love. Dude, you can never hear that enough. I know. I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's right. Everybody needs to be told they're adorable on a regular basis. Once again, the book is... What, I'm going to turn down a compliment? Don't you dare. No, you got to take that in. Looking forward to this new book. Valerie, thanks so much for spending a little time with us here.